What's up, everybody? I hope today everyone had a great day. Although the market was a little bit choppy before it decided to break down this afternoon. Today's video is going to be how to use a options calculator to estimate how much you can possibly make. So every day, I set up my trade plan. I used to do the options calculator at night. Lately, I've been doing it in the morning. The prices fluctuate the next day because of the theta that has dropped off. So normally you can get the prices a little bit cheaper. So the first thing that I do is I decide what stock I'm going to trade. And every day I get a index card. I bought a box of index cards for 50 cents. I put the date and I make my trade plan. I write trade plan out completely so it's there in front of me. And then that way, after the market closed, I can write on the back of it what happened, how did it go, what could I have done better, what did I learn, what do I need to work on. So that's something, if you guys are still in the learning process and aren't journaling, that's a great way to also journal. So that way, Friday, you can look at all of your trades and practice that weekend on those things that you've written down. So if your account value, or if my account value on one of my challenges is 150, I would do half. So first you want to know the stock. Second, you want to know how much you are going to invest. So the third thing we got to find out is how much is our contract. So I'm not looking at my Thinkorswim. I guess I could have looked at it. However, well, let me start from the beginning because I forgot I'm doing this for my sister Sherry, and she does not know how to use this calculator. So first of all, this is on optionsprofitcalculator.com. And I'll post the link below. So if you're going to do a call, you want to click on long call bullish. If you want to do a put, you want to click on long put bearish. And the same thing go for the other strategies up here. So I normally just do one. I don't do both to determine my profit target. I just want to see basically if the stock moved the way I think it's going to move, what would happen. So the current price is 286, and I currently think tomorrow will be a green day. And let me go back and make sure Sherry saw what I done. Right here where it says symbol, I typed in my symbol, my baby, QQQ. I click gig price. So it will put the current stock price here at the moment, or either at the close of day. Then you would go here to buy or write. We're going to buy. If you're going to write, then you would click write. Then I clicked on option, select option. So now this is where you go to get your contract price. And you can scroll down, or you can just click jump to current. And in the gray are your out of the money contracts, and in white are your in the money contracts. So here we have the bid, the mid, and the ask. I always click ask when I'm doing this process. So I think tomorrow, let me see, I have my Thinkorswim up. So it's a way on Thinkorswim where you can actually see what the market makers anticipate the move is going to be. And QQQ normally moves about $7 or $8. So I'm going to save about $4 tomorrow, $4 or $5. So what I do is I add $5 to the price. So 286 plus 5. And then that's how I get the stock price that I'm going to use. So right here would be right up in here, 292. So I trade out of the money. So if I think QQQ is going to move $4 or $5, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that means this will also move up 5 deltas up. So I would go to 295. If I think the stock is going to make it to 292, I would go to 295, anticipating that the stock is coming my way if I'm looking for a call. If I'm looking for a bearish move, I'm going to look over here in the puts and do the same thing. I would subtract 286 minus 5. And then I would go to the 281. So I would anticipate that if QQQ stock dropped, it would drop $5 and would end up closing at 281. So that means all of these contracts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, will also move. So I will pick the $26 contract right here for 276. And the stock has to move at least $4 for the out of the money contracts to work. Let's get clear on that. You cannot trade out of the money doing chop. Like today, the sideways movement, do not buy out of the money when the market does not have a trend. Do not even trade when the market is sideways. Just sit it out until the buyers or the sellers ends up winning the battle. So then once you determine what contract or what strike you may want, you click on it. It's going to put it here. And I already said I wanted to spend $75, let's say. So that will give me, I can do 2 contracts to get to close to my budget. So now we're going to click calculate. And then here it tells you the stock price range. QQQ ranges from 280 to 297. So that's how the numbers that this calculator is using to give us the potential targets for the profit. So if I'm anticipating the stock to go to 292 with 2 contracts, I have the possibility to make $216 off of those 2 contracts as long as the stock moves to 292. I'm buying out of the money, the 295, anticipating that the market is moving up. And so I'm getting the strike based off my strategy for low premiums. I don't buy contracts normally over $50. So that's how I come up with the strategy. If I know a stock moves $5 a day, I'll go $5 out the money and knowing that that will be the target price for the stock for that day. Whether it's on the put side or whether it's on the call side, that strategy is the same. And so if I were to, let's say, if the stock did not go my way, if the stock came down to 281, I would lose $66. However, if I had a put bias, I could just do the same for the put. Type in my stock, get the price, select my contract. And up here, this is where the dates. I don't think I mentioned that, Sherry. These are where the dates. So whatever contract you want, this is what you would click on. Most of the time, it already has the next expiration date highlighted. So if I had a put bias or if the market opened bearish and I'm looking for a put entry, I'm going to do the same thing. So here is my, if the price is 286.25, I'm going to meet QQQ in the middle, because QQQ average true range, let me get the exact number. It's $8.04. So although I'm saying 5, QQQ average true range move a day is $8. So I'm just kind of meeting it in the middle, so to speak. So now we have 286 minus 5. So I would anticipate that the move would go down to 281. And if the stock price went to 281 right here, that means these other contracts is going to move as well. So now I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to go right here to 276 contract. And because I'm spending $75 on this one, I can get 4 contracts. Let's see how much 3 costs. So 3 gets me closer. And so if the stock price did make it to 281, I will make $234 off of those 3 contracts. The key is we're not projecting the move. We're just anticipating our potential profit if I was to get this strike and if this stock was to move this much on the next day. So once I do that, I think how much were my contracts? Were they 41 cents? I should have written that down, because this is my actual trade plan for tomorrow. So let me go back and get my contract that I was anticipating so I can write it down. That way, when market opens, I'm not fumbling and looking for anything. I already have everything written down. My stock price, my contract amount I want to spend, and the number of contracts I'm going to buy. So right now on my trade plan, I am writing down 2 contracts. That way, already in my mind, before market opens, before the anxiety kicks in, before the stimulus kicks in, we already know what we're going to do. And my strike price I selected was the 295 call. Now, I'm going to go to my trade plan here and put in my number. So it was 41 cents. And most of the time, these prices are cheaper the next day. So because we're doing this tonight, although it says 41 cents, tomorrow it may be 30 cents. Because when the market opens, you have that little morning flush before the stock takes off back to the other direction. And so here it's telling me let me change this right here. So this also tells me if I'm going to invest $75 tomorrow to buy 2 contracts. And so now I go to my trade plan. My investment is $41. And $41 times 100, or 41 cents times 100. So it automatically calculates that part for you. So the contracts, 41 cents, and I'm going to buy 2. So this tells me here, this is the total amount entry for the price. So this is the amount per investment, per contract. This is the total I will be looking to see if the probability goes in my direction. And so profit target, my profit target normally is 100%. So that will put me at 82 bucks. And I have 2 contracts. So if my profit target is $82, 2 contracts, I would profit $164. So this is the profit. So when I see my P&L get to 123, or I could go ahead and put in my sell order for 82 cents for 2 contracts. That way they sell and my exit price is going to be 123. So this is my entry price per contract. This is the total entry, total investment. This is the total that I make from the trade. This is my exit price for the contract. My total profit and investment would be this amount here, 287. So that's how I make my trade plan every day. And I think seeing this, when I do this, it also gives you the confidence not to do so much hesitation into the trade when you see your edge pop up, or when you see that there is a breakout, to go ahead and enter, because you possibly can make this amount of money off these 2 plays. So that's how you use this options calculator, Sherry. If you have any questions, maybe something I did not cover, but that's basically it. You just pick your bias. And really it's not a bias, because we're really just trying to calculate the contract prices. We're going to go whichever way the market goes the next day. So we don't really have a bias. But from all the buying that I saw, I just took the call bias. But in the morning, then I'll make the proper analysis. And that's basically it. If you guys are interested in this spreadsheet, you can get it on my website. And it has a risk reward calculator on here. It has a daily goal calculator. So if your daily goal is $50, you only need $50 to start investing with. And that is it. I'm going to end this video. Have a great day, Sherry. I hope this answers your questions. Love you. Bye.